Hello my friends, and welcome to Tastes from the Road, the show where I cook my favorite dishes from my travels around the world. Today, we look at a Greek savory stuffed pepper dish called Gemista. Although I've tried many stuffed veggie dishes throughout my travels, I first found the Greek version on the island of Crete, and it really blew me away. So, we've got our ingredients, and there are a whole heck of a lot of them for this dish. Well, less of a dish and more of a full-on Greek meal. Now, theoretically, you could stuff any vegetable with rice and meat and call it Gemista, but the true classics are bell peppers and tomatoes. Ironically, as I was making this dish in the Balkans myself, I was having a hell of a time trying to find the right peppers, so I settled on these yellowish ones. The other classic stuffed veggie is the humble tomato. The last hero of this Greek epic is ground beef or lamb, depending on what flavors you're looking for. I went for beef because of its more neutral flavor. To start this off right, we need to open up and hollow out our veggies. Starting with the pepper, making sure to get all the bitter white pith inside. Next, we do the same operation to the tomato and take out the interior with a spoon, saving that for later should you want to add it to the meat mixture or make yourself a tasty salad. Once we're all hollowed out, we can prep the rest of the dish. First, we peel up and then slice some potatoes. Any will do in this case, any kind you want. Next, we need to dice some onions and break down some cloves of garlic to be used in our meat filling. Once our mise is en place, we head over to the stovetop to start building our filling. Start off with some good olive oil and then toss in your onions. You're going to want to cook them until translucent, maybe 4 minutes. When we're looking nice and browned, it's time to add in our beef to give it some color and fat before putting it into our rice mixture. The beef just needs to be cooked through, nothing major. This is a good time to add some salt to the mix, as well as a nice sprinkle of black pepper, cumin, and oregano. Next up, we need to transfer everything to a big pot to get our rice mix moving. To the pot, add all of your meat, followed by some tomato sauce. Could be chunky or smooth, your choice. You can add all of the insides of the tomatoes we emptied from earlier as well. Next goes in the rice, followed by 2 cups of water. The goal here is for everything to get to know each other a bit, but not to cook fully. You want the rice to absorb about halfway, but still be crunchy, or else it will be obliterated by the time we're done baking. As they say in Greece, hoppa, let's have some fun now. It's time to arrange our own little Greek islands on our sheet tray ocean. Start by laying down some oil, followed by the potato slices. You can keep your peppers and tomatoes in one place by using the potatoes as little barriers. Now it's simple. Fill up the veggies with your filling, top up with a little extra oregano, and send it off to the oven for about 40 minutes to cook. After a long stint in an oven as hot as the Greek sun, you'll be met with a dish that you just can't say no to. A taverna-style plate-up would be with 1 tomato, 1 pepper, and some potatoes, maybe a slice of lemon on the side. I've seen these swimming in grease, no pun intended, but mine turned out a bit on the lighter side. It looks awesome, so let's get in there and give it a try. All right, Greek Gemista. This stuff is absolutely fantastic, and I remember eating this the first time when I was in a small taverna on the island of Crete. It reminds me of a lot of dishes that I've had in the Balkans, and especially about a Turkish dish that my grandmother used to make when she was in her late 80s, so very nostalgic as well. First time I've given it a shot, and I have to say, it looks pretty good, but how does it taste? So we gotta cut into it. Nice tender pepper, rice, some meat, and how does it taste? Perfect. The rice and meat are really nice and tender, really sticky, really beautiful. Outside, nice and charred. The little sugar that you put in it gives it a nice rounded flavor. And the Greek tip on this one is, don't eat it when it's still hot. Let it sit until it's cold, put it in the fridge because it's always better the next day.